Bam! Hello, Rimfire friends. I hope everybody's doing well. I just wanted to film this quick kind of recap video from this past Sunday, February 23rd's silhouette match that I entered in with Uncle Kareem. And so I thought I would just do a very quick kind of explanation on, sorry, I'm in the car, on how things went and what I thought. And so I'll just get a few things out of the way before I forget. I want to say that the crew there, the silhouette crowd, was super warm and welcoming and accommodating and supportive, and it was just awesome. It was so nice to see for somebody like myself who hasn't shot a silhouette match in 15 years, which is a long time. So we'll say not, because that's how long ago it was, and somebody like Kareem who has never shot one at all. And like, neither of us are strangers to matches and or competition, so we know what to expect and what's involved, even though it's not our type of thing. But it's so nice when the group is warm and supportive, because it doesn't happen everywhere. Not everybody's like that. You can't blame a lot of people, they're in competition, blah blah blah, so some people have their game face on right away, and nope, not the case. Each one of those folks was super warm and supportive. And I also want to say that the revered and infamous Yo Dave was there, a big silhouette shooter, and lives here on Vancouver Island. So he was there in attendance as well. Gave myself and Kareem some great tips on how to shoot silhouette a little bit more effectively, which was nice. But anyway, one of the things I wasn't able to do was film too much, because the crowd was a little bit smaller than it normally was. And so there was less relays, and so it was just basically back-to-back shooting and setting up targets. So I didn't have a lot of time to set up my tripods and move back and forth, so it's basically just me and Kareem I'm filming. I'd film me for one stage, kind of, and then turn it around and film him for his stage. And I didn't really get to move it anywhere else, which might be a good thing, because one of the things as a YouTuber you got to be aware of is that, sometimes people don't react well, even if you warn them to sticking a camera in their face, especially when they're trying to concentrate very hard on something. So I'm aware of that, and the last thing I want to do is stick that in somebody's face. Fortunately for me, the people that I shoot with regularly are very used to me sticking cameras in their face, and are very nice about it, and probably don't even think twice about it anymore. Certainly nobody says anything to me. So, but I didn't want to do that to new shooters that I've never filmed with before. So that's another one of the reasons. But I got a little bit of film. I'm not going to stretch it out for more than what it is. I'll include a little bit for you guys to check out to see what was involved. I'll also put up my scores that I got. I don't really remember. It doesn't really matter yet what the scoring system is for me, because I was unclassified and I was just in it for the experience. I'm going to return next month, hopefully with Kareem, and we'll keep this going. Then I might start to care. But right now, it's just a matter of getting in there and re-experiencing it. So I think I was ranked A and B for the different matches. There was 2 matches of the day, A for one, B for the next, I think. Something like that. And so I'm very pleased with that. It doesn't matter to me, but I was super pleased. Kareem did substantially better. I don't remember what his is. Maybe he'll tell me. I don't know, but it was better for sure. I think he was double A. Yeah, but Kareem did very well. So I'll quickly say that as an offhand shooter, or somebody who loves to shoot offhand, I've lots of trick shot videos that I've filmed, egg shots at 100 and apertures and stuff like that. I love shooting offhand. And I would like to say that I'm pretty good at it. And not by bragging, it's just from practice, and it's a lot of fun. And, Kareem, all the guys I shoot with, Mike, Dave, these are all guys that absolutely every time they can, they're, picking up their rifle and they're shooting offhand. So love shooting offhand. I'd like to say I know what I'm doing. So I do know what I'm doing, but silhouette is another level of skill, and I had forgotten how difficult it was. And yep, you might be okay for the first couple of shots, and then the fatigue sets in, and then the fatigue doesn't go away for the entire rest of the day. It gets worse. So fatigue was a factor, or endurance was a factor. It wasn't really so much knowing how to hold your rifle per se. And so I was fighting that all day. I was trying to change my stance as the day went on. I didn't stick with the same thing. I was using the opportunity to try to play with my different ideas that I had in my head. Some worked better than others, but overall, it was super awesome experience. I'll share a little clip that I filmed walking out to reset the banks with Kareem, and we talked about our thoughts on things, and that was kind of probably the best footage of the day, I think. But anyway, other than that, the main takeaway was train for endurance. For me, train for trigger pull, and that's what I'm going to do. So I was really happy I got that, and I'm thinking that the next couple of matches, I'll probably, and I'll speak for Kareem in this because we talked about it a little bit. There'll probably be some takeaways to be able to use in other aspects of shooting, even if they're not offhand, just in breathing and trigger control when it comes down to it, because silhouette is definitely a very challenging sport. But like I'll say, I don't think it's any more challenging than PRS. It's just a different kind of way. Like, it's definitely difficult, but it's definitely got its own dimensions compared to PRS, which is kind of like a Swiss Army knife of things. I don't think that one is more difficult than the other. I think they're both equally challenging, and I can say that because I do both, and I've done Olympic 3-position style before, and that's challenging too. So if you're nervous at all about trying it because you're going to miss them all, you probably will. But that's why you hone the skill and get better at it and improve. So if you're considering doing it, come out, even if you're local. Sorry, there, I had to stop and restart there. Even if you are on Vancouver Island and not local to Victoria, you should come out with us or whatever and come out and try it, because I think it's a good skill to develop and work on. And man, it was a lot of fun. So that's what I would say. So anyway, I'm gonna leave this one here. Any questions or comments, leave them below, and I'll do my best to answer them. And if you've shot silhouette before, now, later, or you're a regular competitor, leave your comments too. I'd love to hear what your input is for it. And otherwise, enjoy these little snippets of video that I took, hilarious as they might seem. And I'll catch you guys in the next one.
Shooters for your lower bank of 5 targets. Ready. Fire.
So here we are in the middle of the silhouette match, and just walking down to reset the targets. Turned out to be a beautiful day, lots of sun. Well, now it is anyway. These are going really good. Kareem and myself are shooting really well. Having a great time. Everything's super awesome about it. This is the part where we do a ceasefire after shooting everybody's banks, they're called, and then we walk out to the range or the bank that we just shot. So we just shot 109 yards, 100 meters on this bank, and then we walk out and reset the steel targets for the next batch of shooters. So it's kind of cool. Stretch your legs, walk all the way out after your 10 rounds. And I'm kind of slow because I'm hoping that Kareem sets up my targets for me. Probably won't happen, right? But anyway, this is what it looks like out here with Uncle Kareem right there. And then I'll take you guys down here. But basically, this is the banks that we just shot. And you set them up on their corresponding holders until you have kind of like an even amount like that. And this is at 109 yards or 100 meters. And then we walk back and shoot the next series, which for us is the 40 meter one, the closest one. which is also the smallest targets. So yeah, Kareem, what do you think? How's it been going?
This is a challenge. This is tough, but it's a good challenge. And yeah, it's totally different kind of shooting than I'm used to, and that's what I was looking for. So it's a lot of fun.
What do you find the most challenging for you?
Trigger control.
Not shooting with me?
You know, we're separated. It's
Yeah, by about 10 feet. Yeah.
yeah, could be more. No, yeah, it's definitely for me is trigger control. I find that for PRS, the slow squeeze, controlled squeeze doesn't quite work the same way in this discipline. So trying to work with that, but yeah, no, just a ton of fun.
Yeah, I agree with all that. We talked about it a couple of times going forward, that you really on this sort of thing notice some weaknesses or some things that you're doing. And for me and Kareem also is how we're pulling and maintaining proper trigger control. Definitely a challenge. Anyway, I'm going to stop this one here. See you in a bit.